Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Cortland County, New York with Long Island audit Sean Paul Reyes as he attempts to get a particular sign removed from a government building. But you know what? It doesn't get removed, and he says it offends so many people, but I would wager to think that this sign right here only offends those who like First Amendment auditors. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up guys? The Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the Cortland County office building here in Cortland, New York. We're here today as always to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be your typical First Amendment audit. Auditing Erie County already conducted an audit of this facility. During that audit, it was uncovered that the county administrator, Robert Kapora, has a sign posted in the people's office that states, quote, "Everyone is welcome except First Amendment auditors." At the time of the recording, Auditing Erie County did not see the sign that was posted, but we the people did when we were watching it, and many of you sent the sign over to me. So I drove 6 hours from Long Island to see the sign in person for myself, to see if I was welcome here, and to speak with the county administrator to see if we can get him to take down that sign and be reasonable, or if he's going to continue his divisive behavior.
Sean, it's not divisive. I mean, you're one of the few people that would even care about it to begin with, considering that, well, you're a frauditor, and this sign would keep you out of that building because, well, guess what? You fall under that umbrella of being a First Amendment auditor, but guess what? First Amendment auditors do tend to cause a lot of problems when they go into government buildings, so it's understandable why they would keep you out. And you know what? As far as your feelings being hurt over this sign, I have this for you.
Nobody cares! Nobody cares! Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares! Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares! Nobody cares! Nobody cares! Nobody freaking cares! Nobody cares!
So let's go see what he has to say. County Administration Office. And right here is the infamous sign. Everybody is welcome except First Amendment auditors. I drove 6 hours to see this sign. Hi, sir. How are you?
Okay. What can I do for you?
Are you the county administrator, sir?
Yes, I am.
And your name?
Rob?
Rob Kapora?
Yes.
Mr. Kapora, I just had a quick question for you if you had time.
Certainly.
Sure, Mr. Kapora. So, I was watching a video online and I saw that this sign was here in your office. Everyone is welcome except First Amendment auditors. What does that mean?
It means that anybody is welcome here. First Amendment auditors, I don't know if that's what you're doing or not, have been very disruptive to county employees and the services that they're trying to provide to the public.
Do you have any specific behavior that First Amendment auditors are engaging in that would be disruptive? Is it just the filming like I'm doing now? Is it just the recording, excuse me, that I'm doing now?
Not necessarily just the recording, just trying to, the one that was here, trying to get into areas that they really have no.
Well, when he was here, the sign was already there because you could see it in his video. So when he was here, the sign was already here. So did you have prior experience with any First Amendment auditors, sir?
Not directly, no.
Not directly. So just based on videos you've seen online?
Videos that they've done, and talking with the people, the videos that they have taken, and the fact that not everything that was said was put into the videos. They cut out certain parts that would make themselves look bad.
Oh yeah, after watching thousands of Frauditor videos myself, I can definitely see where there's been cuts and selective editing to make themselves look like the heroes of the videos, even though they end up completely looking like a bunch of idiots to begin with, especially you, Sean. I mean, you're not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer to begin with, and everything else he's been talking about, that what he's witnessed First Amendment auditors do, is pretty much the same thing that I've seen on those thousands of videos that I've watched. Even though he's watched a couple of them, he's pretty much been able to spot these issues. So why should they let you guys in here when all they're going to do is cause problems? I mean, it's not about government accountability. It's just about clicks and views on YouTube. And why should we let you in here if you're just going to slow down and bog down the government anyway?
These are things that you've seen. You didn't. This sign was already up by the time this First Amendment auditor came to your facilities here, right?
Yes.
So these are things that you've seen online. So you watch First Amendment audit videos?
I've watched one or two.
You watch one or two.
I don't waste my time with them.
Well, sir, I know you don't exactly have the time to waste to watch any of them, but people like me, and well, I actually have a job outside of YouTube, but people like me anyway, we waste our time watching these idiots making fools of themselves, and we end up laughing at them and exposing them for the morons they are. Especially you, Sean Paul Reyes. I mean, just the other day I did a video on you, and I ended up getting some hate mail. And you know what? Who cares? And to those who sent me that email, that nice, creative email, yeah, I really don't care about what you think, moron.
So do you think that if I, for example, do you think it would be fair if somebody said, you know, everyone's welcome except county administrators, right? Because of the ignorance that you displayed in portraying that and putting that sign up in your government office here, the people's office. Do you think that that would be fair just because we have one bad county administrator that we should just not, we should take it out on all county administrators in New York or in the country?
Listen, you freaking douchebag. Those government officials aren't the ones causing problems in these buildings. You, First Amendment auditors or frauditors, are the ones that are causing problems in these government buildings, which is why people like you are not to be allowed in them according to that sign. Now, not all First Amendment auditors are like you, and not all First Amendment auditors go around causing trouble. Just look at the Ironton auditor. He goes around doing it the right way, doesn't interfere, and he gets the results people are looking for. But you go into government buildings and act like a complete child along with the rest of your ilk.
Do you think that would be fair to judge a group of people based on some videos you've seen online of certain individuals? I do call myself a First Amendment auditor. I'm an independent journalist. I go by a lot of different titles, activist. So I don't think that I've ever interrupted any business or portrayed anything the way...
Wow, you have a real talent for lying, don't you? I mean, Garrick from Star Trek Deep Space Nine would be proud of you, but he would just have a opinion of that.
Because lying is a skill like any other, and if you want to maintain a level of excellence, you have to practice constantly.
And what Garrick means by that in this case is don't lie so damn often that your lies become completely clear as glass.
For sure, this video is not going to be edited in any kind of way that would portray you in a worse light than you already portrayed yourself. But my point, sir, is that I don't think as a government official, as a public servant, that sign is appropriate for a public office. A First Amendment auditor, by the title alone, is someone who's auditing government officials to see if they're respecting the First Amendment. Do you respect the First Amendment, sir?
I do. That's why you're here.
And there you go, Sean, because if this guy truly hated the First Amendment and was a tyrant, you would have been booted out of this office or so much worse. Which is the exact point that a lot of us try to argue to you idiots out there in the frauditing community that they are for the First Amendment. Otherwise, you would have been disappeared by now. I mean, think of other past dictators around the world. They don't tolerate people going into the government offices and expressing their opinions. But yet you walk right in here and express your opinion about that sign and end up walking out of here scot-free with no consequences for your actions other than wasted gas in your car. I mean, good frickin' grief. Are you that frickin' short-sighted? Are you that incompetent? But at any rate, guys, I am just going to cut it short right here because he will continue to argue with this guy for the next 15 minutes over it and nothing gets accomplished. The guy does not take down the sign. Well, that's good for him because, well, it's just a first step to getting these First Amendment auditors out of these places. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.